Welcome, we are back. This is Health Matters with me, Dishen Kumar. And in the previous blog, we actually talked to Dr. T about Metro IVF and how IVF started and the whole process of that. But putting that all aside, we have to talk to a patient or to the person that actually went through that experience. And we have her today, and we will share all her personal journey and her personal experiences. Okay, thank you for joining us today. Could we start off with you introducing yourself?
My name is Yong Kwan. I'm 45 years old. I'm a finance manager.
All right. And how long have you been married before you started thinking about having a family?
For 5 years. I'm married for 5 years when I reached 40 years old.
So you got married at 35, and then at 40 years old you decided that you wanted to start a family.
Yes.
Okay. And how long were you trying to conceive before your first visit to the doctor?
Should be 5 years because already married for 5 years before I make a first step to visit a fertility doctor.
So did you ever feel pressure to, because we all know in Malaysia, when a couple gets married, the first thing the family says is that, oh, you have to have a child, or you have to give me grandchildren and things like that. So did you feel any pressure from your family to conceive?
Not at all, because I have my own thinking. That means external factor will not influence me to make my decision.
Okay. And how did you actually get to know about Metro IVF?
In actual fact, I don't know anything about Metro IVF.
Okay.
I just know about Dr. T, the best fertility doctor at Metro IVF.
Okay. And I think the most important thing for you was that you actually decided that you wanted to start a family. And I think you decided at the age of
40 years old.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But, and maybe talking about that, how did your family take it when you decided, I want to go into IVF? How was your husband in taking that? Was everyone supportive around you?
Definitely they are supportive because when you reach the age of 40 years old, actually you don't have any more choice left other than doing IVF because age is catching up, then to conceive is very difficult.
Yeah, okay. After the treatment, you went for the treatment, IVF treatment.
Yes.
And did you have to wait for a period of time before conceiving, or was it confirmed almost immediately?
With positive mindset and a good fertility doctor, I'm able to conceive immediately when I received the first IVF treatment.
Oh wow, okay. And can we talk about the duration? How long did it actually take for you? From the start of when you first saw Dr. T and for when you got conceived, how long was the whole duration of the process?
Actually, I able to conceive within 1 month when I first visit Dr. T.
1 month, yeah.
Yeah, because during that time, I still remember the first time I go and met Dr. T. So I asked Dr. T which one is have a highest success rate.
Yeah.
So Dr. T told me that actually IVF is a higher success rate. So without thinking much, I straight away decided to do IVF. So once I decided, then depend on my menstrual cycle, then straight away within 1 month, I already go for this IVF.
And tell me about how do you actually feel when you had twins, a boy and a girl? How do you actually feel when you finally had them? You went through the whole experience, you went through IVF, you delivered them. What was the feeling that you actually had?
Okay, actually for this IVF whole process, right? The good thing is at the beginning, I do not know anything about IVF. So I just follow the flow and procedure to do it. The most important, you need to trust the doctor. So all your stress and all your burden, you just pass to the doctor. Anything, you just ask the doctor. So the doctor will able to resolve for you. So I didn't, actually I didn't feel any stress at all during my whole journey of pregnancy.
Okay. And when the kids were born, how was it?
The feeling like you get a lottery, a billion lottery, this kind of feeling. So it's difficult to express how happy was it, yeah.
I think it's a very, very...
yeah, like you get the lottery, really, really
yeah,
happy,
very happy
yeah.
Okay, and what if IVF didn't work? What would have happened?
Let's say IVF didn't work, maybe I will keep on trying for a few more times.
Okay.
Few more times until it is successful.
But if that also, like, if you can't conceive, what would you have gone to? If you didn't find IVF and you couldn't have children, what would you have gone to? What was the feeling that you had?
The loneliness. Because when I reach 40 years old, actually the loneliness will strike in. Especially have a gathering with your ex-classmate, and also ex-colleagues.
Yeah.
Because you feel that they are really happy because they have a full family together. So let's say myself, the loneliness will feel very lonely because only me and my husband. Yeah. So these are things.
And I think motherhood also is actually very important for a female person. To go through motherhood is actually a very important process, right?
The feeling of becoming mother and the pregnancy journey actually is a very happy journey. So not everybody able to experience this kind of journey. So it's a very blessing and grateful to have to experience this journey. Yeah.
All right. And how was your experience dealing with Dr. T? Dr. T was your doctor.
Yeah.
How was it for you? Like, of all the positive things you can talk about him, what's the few things that you can say?
Dr. T is really a very good doctor, a very patient and very caring doctor. So I think her objective is very clear. His objective only want the patient to success. So anything any issue we just talk to Dr. T, then definitely he will give us a solution, the best solution. Yeah.
Okay, you actually went for IVF and the treatment, but talking about all of that, what about the cost?
Yeah. So for myself, right, I'm a very result oriented and also a time and cost conscious person. So first time I visit Dr. T, I asked Dr. T the question that which treatment can give me the highest success rate. So Dr. T told me that time is IVF actually can able to give you the highest success rate is more than 80%. Was a success rate. So without thinking much, that's why I chose IVF as my medical solution.
And it worked, definitely.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah, it's because it's a success.
So I think it's based on the patient's decision which treatment they want to go for. But IVF has the highest success rate, and it has worked for you.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe we can talk about your advice for couples who are trying to conceive. What would your advice be?
Okay, for those couples that are below 35 years old, already try to conceive naturally for 2 years, and for those couples more than 35 years old, already try to conceive naturally for more than 1 year, you should make a first step to visit the fertility doctor. Don't have the misconception thinking that going for the fertility doctor is for IVF and IUI. Actually, it's wrong thinking. Go for a fertility doctor, you will get their best advice for the best method treatment to treat your condition. Maybe they can advise for you to naturally to conceive. Don't wait until the age of 40 years old, because once you reach the age of 40 years old, actually you don't have any choice left to choose. Yeah, this is my advice to the couples.
I think it's important that couples nowadays know that it's okay if you can't conceive. It's okay to come for help.
Yeah.
And we have all this. IVF, I think, is very important, and we really like your story. You have a very nice story. Just another thing, like talking about your kids nowadays, do you think of having more children?
Two is enough. Two is perfect. In Mandarin, right, 2 is 1 boy 1 girl is considered very good. It's a good character. That means in the Chinese character is a good how.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah. Thank you.
Alright, this has been Health Matters with me, Dishen Kumar, and today's topic was IVF. We talked to Dr. T and Madam Yong to get their different perspectives from the medical point of view and also the personal point of view. Now, in conclusion, what can be said is that if you are a couple trying to conceive and trying to have a child and have not been able to do it, it's okay to ask for help. So please look into IVF and all the other assisted reproductive technologies. Join me in the next episode as we discuss even more topics on health, and because that's what's important, your health matters. My name is Dishen Kumar. Thank you. Good night.